everyone, myself Bhumi Patel, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Instrumentation and Control. Today's our topic is alternative programming languages, that is used in the PLC program in the unit number 19, alternative programming languages. So up to now we will done the programming using only the ladder logic diagram, but in the PLC programming there are mainly 5 different programming languages is used for this particular system. So first of all, the PLC programming languages mentions in the IEC 6113130. So the first programming language is the instruction list programming language. The second one is the structured text programming language. The third one is the functional block programming language. The fourth one is already you have to know the ladder logic diagram programming language, and the fifth one is the sequential function chart. So we can done the programming of any of these programming language. Okay. So first of all, we will study this programming language one by one, and then we will derive the program and we have to compare this programming language. Okay, so first of all, our first programming language is instruction list programming language. It is known as the IL programming. Okay, so Allen Bandry supports only the instruction list programming on the MicroLogic 1000. So IL is the similar to the programming language. IL makes use of an important concept of this tech. Now, in the IL instruction using the Allen Bandry version, we have to put a input. We have to put a input for this particular programming language. So, in the instruction list program, we have to write LDA. That means if we have to draw the ladder diagram for input A. So, we have to draw the ladder diagram in this manner, A. Okay, so in the instruction list, we have to write the instruction LDA. That means store A into the stack. Then LDA put A to the back to the memory, and then we have to ORing with B. That means the instruction is OR B. That means OR the last two variable in the stack. So we have to draw the ladder diagram for this particular instruction. So we have to ORing the B input with the A input, and then we have to AND B. That means AND the last two variable in the stack. That means we have to ending with the two variable. First variable will be A and the second will be B. Okay, so this is the format of the instruction list. If we have to put the input for this particular system, we have to write LD. If we have applied the parallel operation, so we have to write OR and the input name, and we have to put the input in the series connection. That time we have to write AND B. Okay, so this is the actual version of the instruction list programming using the Allen Bandry. So here the program is given first in the ladder format, A or B, C or D. We can get the output X. So first of all, we have to load the A input, then load the B input, then we have to ORing A and B, then we have to load C, then load D, and then we have to ORing with the B, and then we have to ending with the AB with C and D. So we have to write here AND B, and then all the data, all the output will be stored in the particular X output. So we have to write ST X. We have to also write out X. That means we have to check the output in the X. Okay. So this is the ladder program, and this is below program is using the instruction list programming. Now the next one is the structured text programming. It is similar to the high level language such as BASIC or C or the C++. Suppose example of the structured text is we have to find the average of the 5 number. The different 5 number is given and we have to find the average of these 5 numbers. So for that we have to write the command f8zem10 that is equal to 0. While n7zem0 less than 5, we have to use the do instruction. So f8zem10, this is only the name, nothing else. So f8zem10 that is equal to f8zem10 plus f8 n7zem0. We have to continuous check n7zem0 that is equal to n7zem0 plus 1, and this process is complete. We have to use the and while instruction. So this is the actual structured trace programming whenever we find the average of the 5 number. Okay. So in the structure in the ST language is like this manner. If we can use if, then, else if, else and if function, it is generally normally used if then structure. Okay, if we have to use case, value, else and case, that time it is the case switching function. If we can check this different case for this particular program, that time we can use the case switching function. If we can done the programming in the loop for the next loop, then we have to use for, to, by, do and for. If we can use the while loop, that time we can use the in the structure text while, do and while. And the last one is if we have to done the programming with the basic math function, then we have to use tan theta or the tan a cos a sin a or the a multiply b, a divided by b. So structure text is little bit complicated compared to the instruction list and ladder logic diagram. We have to remember the different types of structure for the different type of programming. Now the third one is the functional block programming. The PLC programming is also done with the functional block programming. So in the functional block programming, it is the graphical data flow programming method. So all the program will be done with the graphical manner. Input is given. If we can multiply the two inputs, so simply we have to draw the two input, and in the block format we have to put the symbol of this multiplication, suppose like this manner, and this is my input A and B. So using this format we have to simply multiply A and B. Suppose after this Y is my output, and after that we have to add Y with the C input. So we have to simply put here block with the addition. Okay, so they will add Y and C. So this is the graphical data flow programming method. If we have to apply a graphical method for this particular program, that time we can use a functional block programming. Here in this example they will given two input n7zem0 and n7zem1. Then they will apply some function, and then they will continuous check the data. A will be less than B or not. If that is okay, we will get the output. Okay, so this is the functional block. Now the most important programming language and most used programming language in the PLC software is the ladder logic programming. It is the graphical programming language from the electrical relay circuit. So each program statement is a line. It is called the rung, as you know already, with the inputs to the left and the output to the right, and the execution starts from the top rung and the down to the last one. So this is the well-known programming language used in the PLC programming. We have to Draw the different rung with the relay circuit. So this is my first rung and this is my output. Always input is drawn in the left hand side and output is drawn in the right hand side. And suppose this is my another input and another output. Okay, so this is the two line or the two rung PLC ladder programming, and execution will be always start from left to right and up to down. So this is the ladder logic program. According to the function, we have to draw the ladder logic programming. So in the ladder logic programming, we can easily end the two input or in the two input, we can easily connect the series and parallel connection with the different input. And the last one is the sequential function chart. SFC are the graphical techniques for writing concurrent control programming. So the main component of the SFC are step with the associate action, transition with the associate logic condition, directed link between the step and transition. So in this, we have to use this type of working in the sequential function chart. Here you can see that input is applied. Then we have to use three transition. Transition 1, transition 2 and transition 3. If step 1 is clear, then transition 1 will be go to the transistor 2. If step 2 is true, that time they will go through the step number 3. Otherwise it will be go through the step number 1, like the flow chart. Okay, as you remember, in the flow chart we have to apply the input. Input is applied, then we have to check the condition. If the system condition is satisfied, this input signal or the set point, it will be go through the down position. This is my condition and this is another transition. So this is my transition 1, this is my transistor 2, and here we have to check the condition yes or no. If it is yes, we can go through the another step. If it is no, we can back to the previous step. So same formula will be applicable to the sequential function chart. We have to check the transition one by one. If the transition is satisfied this condition, we can go through the another transistor. If there is a no satisfaction, if we cannot get the proper output, that time we can go back to the upper or the above transition. So here only 3 transition program is given using the step function chart. Sequential function chart. So sequential function chart, important rules for the SFG is evolution of active state of step shall take place along the directed link. That means the transition from one step to another should take place along the connected line only, and the clearing time for the transition should be as short as possible. Clear the transition condition as soon as the next step is activated. So we have to take care of the transition during the sequential function chart programming. Now in the exam they will ask, you have to compare the ladder logic diagram, function block and the instruction list. So this is the simple program using the ladder logic diagram. We have to connect the two input A and B with the series connection and we can get the output. What is the actual condition of the input? If both the input is on, that time we can get the output on. Okay, so if we have to draw in the functional block, so this is the functional block for this same logic A and B ending with the A and B, and we can get the Q output. And if we have to write the instruction list programming, so first of all we have to load the input, then we have to end with B and we can get the output Q. So this is the format of the instruction list. Another program is like that. We have to ORing with A and the output Q. And then we have to ending with D and we can get the output Q. If input A will be on, B will be on, that time Q goes on. So this is the diagram of the ladder logic diagram. Now in the function block diagram we have to use here function block. So first of all we have to use OR block. We have to OR A and Q. So here one input is given A and another will be from output to input. Okay, whatever answer is there, then we have to apply the AND block with A and Q output and the main input, and then the main output is Q. Okay. Now the third program is if we have to use the inverted input. Okay, suppose A complement ending with B and ORing with C and D, and we can get the output E. Okay, if we have to write the instruction list for this particular ladder logic diagram program. So first of all, whenever we load the data, we have to write the LDA. But here we have to load complement of A. That time we can write here LDI A, then end with B. Here you can see that LDI A and with B. Then we have to load the input data C, then end with D, and then both the logic will be ORing in the OR gate in the parallel connection. So we have to write OR with D and then we have to check the output E. Okay, we cannot write the LDB because we can directly end with the A complement. Okay, so in the every time we cannot load the input data. First of all, we have to load the first input. Then, if it is in the AND or the OR function, we have to take AND or instruction for the instruction list. So they will automatically understand that whatever the previous input will be OR with the next input. Okay, so this is the comparison of ladder logic diagram with the instruction list. Okay, so generally in the PLC programming we can use 5 type of PLC languages, but generally in our syllabus we can use a ladder logic diagram for any type of programming. Thank you everyone. If anyone have doubt regarding this topic, you have to contact me in my email